Hi everybody. Today we're going to be learning about short division. Depending on where you are with your learning, it would be good for you to pause at that point after I've shown it and then practice that type. I'm going to start up the top on the left there with no remainders. So when we're learning short division at the start, it's useful to learn with no remainders and no trading, just to get the hang of the actual process. So here we go, we've got 5 into 25. I'm not picking 2 straight up because 2 is not enough. I can't make a group of 5 out of 2 things, okay? So I've got to take it to the next level, 25 things. I can make 5 groups out of 25. I can check it, 5 times 5 is 25. And then I've got 5 left over. So 5 into 5, I can get one group of 5 out of 5 objects. 1 times 5 is 5. Sorted. Did you see how I used my multiplication to check? And I multiplied again here to check. Okay, so no remainders work really well when you're starting to learn short division. A good way to set those up for yourself is to think of a number, 2-digit number, multiply it by something that you are used to using with your multiplication, a small number fact, getting that number and then recording it in, rubbing that out, having a go, or getting somebody else in your family to set it up for you. Next one, no remainder but trading. When your parents were younger, they used to use the word carry. Similar thing, or same thing. Okay, here we go. We've got 3 into 6. I've got 6 objects. There they are. And I can make 2 groups 3 out of that 6. There it is. 2 3s are 6. Done that part. Now I'm going 3 into 1. I can't make a group of 3 out of 1, but I have to put 0 as a placeholder. I've got to use up that space. So now I'm keeping my 1 and I'm keeping it with the 2 next to it, which makes it 12. 3 into 12 goes 4 times. I can check it by going 4 times 3 is 12. Yep. No remainders. That's fully it. The other way to show you carrying and trading is if you don't use this, you can actually put it here next to it, make the 12 that way, or you can just keep it all together like so, if that works. Depends on what you're carrying. In this case, I was just carrying the whole item, but that's not always the case. Take notice when we go into with remainders, because I may do some carrying there too. Okay, short division with remainder. We're going to start with whole remainders and then we're going to move into decimal remainders. 4 goes into 5. I've got 5 objects. I can get one group of 4 out of it. 1 to 4 is 4, and I've got 1 to carry over. This time when I carried the 1 because I didn't need the whole 5. I'd used 4 of them. There was only 1 left over. 4 into 14, so I've done my 5. I'm into the 14 now. 4 into 14. Well, 4 3s are 12, but 4 4s are 16. So that's too many. So I want my 4 3s, which is 12. I'm going to use that. It goes 3 times. 3 4s are 12, and I have 2 left over, which I'm going to hand over. That's my trade or my carry. 4 into 22. 4 5s equal 20. 4 6s equal 24, which is too much. I don't have 24. I've only got 22. So 4 5s is what I'm using. So there's my 5. 4 5s are 20. Now because I've got this remainder, I have to move it along. I could go into decimals, but when we are first learning about remainders, we just do an R for remainder and whatever it is. So in this case, I've got 2 left over. It was 4 5s are 20. I've got 22, so I've got 2 left over. So my answer is 135 remainder 2. Yep. All right, let's have a look at the one underneath here, which is going to go into remainder with a decimal. 5 into 6 goes 1. 1's 5 is 5, which means I've got 1 left over. 5 into 18 goes 3 times. 3 5s are 15. And then I've got 3 left over. 5 into 31, or 5 into 30 goes 6 times. 5 6s are 30. But I've got 31, so I've got 1 to carry. So this is where I'm going to bring in my decimals. Yeah, I've got to put a decimal in my answer and a decimal in my working out space, and then I do my trade or my carry over. 5 into 10 goes 2 times, and I've got no other carrying to do. 2 5s are 10, that's it, I stop there. Yeah, no more decimals. So here I have an answer 136.2, or you might read it as 136 2/10. Let's have a look at the last one where we go into a recurring decimal. When we're dividing by the 3, the 6 or the 9 times tables, you'll notice a bit of a pattern of recurring decimals. Let's have a look what this one does. 3 into 7 goes 2 times because 2 3s are 6, and then I give 1 left over. 3 into 15 goes 5 times. 5 3s are 15. Nothing to carry. 3 into 4, I can get 1 group of 3 out of that. 1 3 is 3, and I've got 1 left over. So I've got to create my decimal point space in both my answer and my working out space. Notice that each time I've lined up my numbers with their columns. That's important to keep the flow, but also make sure your answer is correct. 3 into 10 goes 3 times. 3 3s are 9. So I've got 1 left over, so I'm going to give myself another decimal place. 3 into 10 goes 3 again. 3 3s are 9. I'm going to keep getting the same thing I've noticed here. Is this reoccurring? And if I kept going, I'd have 251 decimal 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. We'll just keep going. Yep. So I can choose in this situation to do the reoccurring sign. That sign looks like this. I'll just use a different colour. Just a stroke, and it's on top of that number. That tells us this is the same as decimal 3 3 3 3 3 3 3. It's just going to keep going on. Yep. So it's reoccurring. Go back through the video if you need to. Stop at the part that you need to practice and work on that, and then move forward.